Jaishri, Daphne here. Thank you for sending in your next essays. Your lovely message. Glad the feedback is helpful for you. Um, and I understand you need your band 7, so let's work on this. Uh, Word of caution here, okay? This essay is very long. You're on 470 words. The guideline is round about 250, okay? Obviously, it's difficult to develop a good essay in that space. I advise most students not to go above 380 simply because you will not have time. Unless you are a super fast thinker and a super fast typist under pressure, you only have 40 minutes for this, okay? So I would just cut this back. Just word of caution there. So, for example, this phrase, which is part of the template, which is fantastic, you don't need these words now. The template is, excuse me, very much there to guide you if just to get the layout of the essay in a good place, okay? But you have your own style and you are writing really well. So I don't think you need this. So corporate experts or corporate experts globally have debated whether the responsiveness increases when an employee brings his family on an official overseas visit or it is a necessary burden. Now, whether I assume you mean the responsiveness of the employee. So the performance, I think I would say, rather than responsiveness. I think that's just change a word there. So whether, and just take out the, make it more general. So whether performance increases when an employee takes his family on official visits, or if they, so they is the, it should be they, the pronoun, but it's the family, or if they are an unnecessary burden. Yeah, okay, because this is grammar again. Oh, not again, sorry, this is grammar. Um, they refers back to the family, which is obviously more than one person. So, okay. So some believe taking family members on work-related travel is pointless. Pointless? I think you can do a better word than that. Is a distraction. Pointless is okay, but I'd say a little bit informal as a word. Personally, I disagree. This says we'll discuss this. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so great, great intro. Lovely, good. On one hand, there's ample evidence that the company of family members on a professional journey could be beneficial for the health of the employee. Lovely. The central reason behind this is twofold. So again, this is in the template, which is perfect. Okay. If you have nothing to say, use it, but you've got things to say. So you could just literally have this. Firstly, uh, a company worker may not feel isolated or may feel less isolated, would be more natural, or homesick uh, while staying in a foreign country. Besides, employees could be less stressed about the situation of household members. Yeah, hence become more productive for the business good. For example, recent research by Alberta. Are you in Canada? Hey, demonstrated that 80% of employees were keen to take part in discussions and bring innovative ideas for business expansion when they accompany their family. No, hang on. When they, when, so, keen, keener. So you need to compare to the people who took the family and the people who didn't. Were keener to take part in discussions when surrounded by their loved ones. Because this is like a easy, um, easy kind of, it's quick, yeah? Surrounded by, you're showing a nice preposition there. And here, we don't need to repeat family on a business visit because we've said that before. Yeah? So keep it slick and keep it concise. Secondly, it must not have forgotten that uh, staff members could save money because the voyage and accommodation costs of the corporation. So they might not spend extra amount on themselves in addition to expenditure on leisure activities of family members. Um, corporation, comma, so So instead of this bit, which is quite long, you could put simply, so thus this avoids unnecessary expenditure on da. Okay, or thus avoiding is quite nice, a participle clause there, unnecessary expenditure on other leisure activities. Therefore, it's clear that considerably strong case to be made in favour of individuals considering the presence. Yeah, good. And the facility. Just take out that presence of family during or during a transnational expedition. Yeah. Okay. So this is just about cutting it down. See what you think. If you had to get this to 380 words, what would you do? Yeah. On the other hand, there's just a strong case for people not taking their family members on professional. Hang on. Although there's a strong case for people not taking their family members on a professional excursion overseas because of various downsides for an employee. Now, when you use although, okay, this isn't quite right. When you use although, you refer back to what you've just said. You're moving forward. If you want to move just forward, you have to have, like with a different idea, you need however. Okay? So your sentence as it is should be however. If you want to have although, you have to do it this way. So listen carefully. Although there's a strong case for people taking their family, yeah, comma, there are various downsides. Okay, so although back to this idea, yes, it's great, and then comma, carry on with this one. Yeah, so although it's lovely having them there, comma, there are various downsides, and then you talk about the downsides. So although it's called concession, it goes backwards, then it moves forwards. Okay, however, just moves forwards with this other argument. I hope that's clear. Just practice using all those sentences, and there is a video on that at the end of the course. This is because companies' expenses proliferate when they have to provide boarding and lodging. We say board and lodging. We just go board and lodging. Expenses for family members. Don't need that. Or when an employee extends his overseas. Yeah, absolutely. Moreover, an employee may not be focused here. It's not could, it would be may not be focused on work if any family member becomes sick. Furthermore, it's also possible that due to official meetings and dinners, the employee might not be able to spend time with his family. Exactly. Or that. You've got two sort of that clauses here. That a professional tour destination might not be there. Absolutely. Ideal, yeah, or suitable. Okay. This is really, really lovely writing. I want you to feel confident in yourself here. This is really, really good. It is very intense. I'm really having to concentrate here. You've got some lovely, vocabulary in here, and the grammar to me looks great. Yeah, don't you worry about the grammar. Consequently, it's possible to stipulate that the presence of family may not always be favourable. Okay, so next essays, just leave the template a little bit. Okay, so let's have more of your writing. Yeah, you don't need this here because this is perfect if you don't have anything to say, but you do. Yeah, so this is what's adding a lot to your word count as well. So trust your writing. Don't worry so much. I mean, used as consequently is great, but you don't need this. Okay, you've got it. When the argument is given, comma, I firmly believe the presence of family could be. So here I would definitely go could be valuable. Now, it's a weird thing, but we actually say invaluable. Invaluable and valuable. It's really weird. Invaluable and valuable actually are the same. I know it doesn't look like they are, but they are. If you look them up. So if it's invaluable, we would say for the general being, we mean super good. For the general being of the employee, because it creates an environment of relaxation, yeah. Absolutely lovely. What a super essay. I'm really, really happy with that. Very, very good. Uh, okay, so formal letter. Dear Sir or Madam. We wouldn't write Dear Manager. The formal letter, and at the end of the formal letter, because you've had Dear Sir, you would need to have yours. Faithfully. So the greetings is the first thing I look at, and put both your names. Yeah. I'm writing this to bring notice, to bring into notice my unpleasant experience of dining at your restaurant. I came there along with some business clients because we'd had a lot. Good. I I'll probably say I visited. Just I visited with some business clients. Now, bring into notice. You could say that. I don't think it's wrong, but I would say, or we would say, bring your attention to. So if just these little fixed expressions, make sure you are really happy with them. So visitors and business clients, yes, we had heard a lot. Nice, past perfect. To begin with, we were not greeted properly, and it took 15 minutes for us to be seated. And after that, the waiter did not show up is too informal. So watch out on this formal language. Did not appear at our table for another 10 minutes. Rather than use it afterwards, I would say when we finally ordered. 10 minutes when we finally ordered. So we finally ordered. Link this together. The waiter gave us an approximate. Okay. So rather than gave us, again, a bit informal, informed us that it would take approximately 10 minutes. Approximately 10 minutes to get the soup ready, but unfortunately it was served after 40 minutes cold and bland along with the main dish. And the main dish was the same taste. Had the same taste. I mean, dishes, yes, good. We clearly instructed the waiter that the spice level of social mild. After we complained to the waiter, he was not apologetic. Now, misbehaved is like a naughty child. We would use it for them. Not apologetic, and indeed, just for emphasis, indeed was rude. So if you listen to how I read it, after we complained to the waiter, he was not apologetic at all, and indeed was rude. Yeah, so that would be the kind of, if you were speaking it, that's how it would sound. This experience ruined our evening, left a bad impression. Good. I therefore suggest I be given. Yes, suggest, demand. Suggest is very nice. Demand is strong. I be given good grammar, a full refund, and a verbal apology. Oh yeah. Hope you take these concerns seriously. Yes, super. Really, really nice. That's a good, very, very good letter. Hey, super happy with your writing. Can you do this in an hour? Yeah, it looks to me that's long as well. Okay, maybe time yourself next time. But you are doing super well, Jaishri. I'm really happy with all your writing. Great work.